Hey everyone, Matt, once again, mid-December OTA update. My list is not too long today, but I tend to go a little deeper on some of the topics that I cover, so hopefully this video is not too long, but a lot of you say you appreciate these updates, and additionally, all the information will be in the email that this is sent with as well. So let's jump right into it. So we have awarded the Winter 23 Last Mile Awards. We have 13 students being awarded $32,500, and we already have the spring application open. I'm not going to do a standalone advertisement until we get into January and students are back, but if you are doing any kind of workshops or promoting scholarship opportunities during the break time, feel free to send students over to our Last Mile page. You can see all the spring information is updated and students can already complete that. Some of the deadlines for the spring Last Mile application. Students will have to complete our application by February 17th. That is Friday, February 17th, with the hope that we can have it all reviewed and winners selected so that checks can go out even before spring break. Again, the hope is to get those funds in students' account prior to spring term. So this is going to be the spring 23 opportunity, February 17th deadline. I did again want to just highlight the professional development conference that we're having in April of this coming year. April 3rd is going to be pre-conferences, and the April 4th through the 6th is going to be the actual conference itself. It's going to be taking place in person at Salishan Resorts once again. Registration for that will be opening in January. So again, I'm just kind of putting that date out there, and I'll do a kind of standalone email letting folks know once registration is open, but we'll try to have a reasonable agenda and some information there. As far as pre-conferences, what we're trying to do is get a bunch of really highly touted TRIO legs and regs trainers, one for SSS, one for Upper Bound, and one for Talent Search. And instead of doing just kind of a priority training version of legs and regs, try to make a 4-hour workshop that is very conversational, a lot more Q&A, a lot more working those gray areas, having conversations with other directors and a trained professional to kind of provide some clarity about some of the nuances within grant language and in our legs and regs that can dictate how we operate our programs moving forward. All right, up next, I just want to remind folks that the CIEE Summer Abroad for the high school students, the application is still open and it closes in about a month here. I just wanted to kind of show everyone on the website where you go to apply to those opportunities once again. So from the homepage up at scholarships, we have an OTA and CIEE tab and an OTA Summer Abroad page. Once you are here, if you scroll down, there's information on the programs themselves, but in the how to apply, it is a 3-step process. So the first is you're going to click on this link to actually be brought to CIEE, where the student can create an account and actually apply for the scholarships that are offered to students through their funding to help supplement some of the funds that we use to send students abroad so that we can send more students, give more opportunities. The second is a form that we have on our OTA website. It is relatively simple, just collects some basic information and has 3 short essay questions. Lastly, there is a checklist on the bottom here that we're looking to have completed. So you'll see the third step in that process just links to a PDF form. We just ask that the TRIO professional complete this checklist on behalf of the students and give that to them so they can submit with their application. We mostly do this to ensure that the students who are getting opportunities to go abroad are students who are actually engaged in your TRIO program and are utilizing the services and are, and in your experience, seem worthy of being able to have this opportunity and making the most of this. So that is what the actual process looks like. It's very important you do both. I can usually get a list and see the CIEE applicants on my side, but I need this OTA form completed first in order to be able to see that. This doesn't get completed, I can't send the names to the students at CIEE and can't view their accounts. Additionally, the students can't get the $25 fee waived unless I send your name to CIEE. So the way to do that is complete the OTA form. If anything, I would complete this one first, just so I can get your name over there, and then you can work on completing the larger Global Navigator scholarship application. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge that the COE policy seminar that takes place in DC, where we go and learn about advocacy and get updates from the Department of Education and meet with our legislators, is coming up in March, and the registration is open. So right now I'm on the COE website. You can see marching towards 1 million. And there's all kind of registration information to do it online, as well as breakdowns of kind of what takes place each of those days. If you have any questions about attending or how to pay for it or any of that sort of stuff, feel free to reach out to me and I can help provide some advising regarding kind of how you navigate that process. But it is also really important that we know if you are attending. As Oregon Trail Association, we coordinate kind of meetings, especially on those legislative days, and want to make sure that we know who is going to be there so we can kind of help direct you and provide some guidance and structure for you so you can help participate in that process for lobbying on behalf of TRIO programs and TRIO students. We also like to do some prep meetings beforehand just over Zoom, so having your information makes that easy. Additionally, if you're a first-time policy seminar attendee, you can get a half off your registration. If you are a first-time registrant, though, you need to complete a paper form and turn it in with a returning individual. So again, notifying me that you are attending kind of before that process can be really helpful so that we can just kind of help you and save some money and make sure that we are coordinated as we approach March. And the last thing I wanted to cover is just go over the Discord. This is something that I mentioned the last time we talked. Discord is a group chat. That's really what it is. People don't always love having conversations over the email. There's like a directors group on Facebook that can be great and is very similar, except that is more on like a national scale. So the OTA Discord is meant to be just little kind of more or less think of them as chat rooms or channels. But if you create an account in there and go in that space, there are kind of all these little channels based on program type for directors, for job postings, where you can just post updates, have conversations, talk with your peers in a more or less formal way. And additionally, not only is it a web browser based application that you can view, you can also download an app onto your phone, and it allows you to control notifications. So it's almost like your own separate OTA TRIO text feed, and you can kind of silence the things that are not relevant to you, but at the same time kind of be a participant and active in those conversations. We don't have a ton of people signing up yet, but I'm hoping once we get a kind of critical mass, it becomes a place that is definitely worth being at, and that there can be some good conversations there. Again, we're just trying to create spaces where all of you can share and network and have opportunities to talk with one another. So with that, I don't have any other updates, so I appreciate your time this week and hope that everyone has a wonderful holiday break. You get some time off and really rest and get recharged and spend some time with family and friends. So have a wonderful end of the year, and I will see you all in 2023. Take care.